Not sure.
I started recording.
Nope.
It was my fault for asking a question, really.
Yes.
Anyway,
Also, hello YouTube.
yes, more Generations Ultimate. We have 3. 3 humans, so are we doing high rank clear up or are we doing G rank? G rank clear up? Well, actually, there's a villager request in G rank that we can do. Legend of King Apple, I think it was called.
Can Cyber take that quest?
Oh.
Yeah, probably it's HR 9 and up, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Forgot that he wasn't quite with us. Well, Cyber, do you have your thingy ready to go? Your urgent? Because if so, we can do that after this. Shadow went fine. Made progress. Still not a very good game, but at this point I can't refund it, so I'm going to try and get value out of it.
I guess that's something at least.
Yeah. Would not recommend it. Play Bloodborne instead, you'll get a much better experience. Play Bloodborne offline, or Dark Souls 2, but Bloodborne is more similar to Sekiro. Or vice versa.
If you play Dark Souls 2, don't fight the Dark Lurker. He's an asshole.
I only ever fought and killed him once. I've never died to him. But I also was a pyro at the time, so...
Yeah, he's exceptionally easy if you have lightning or fire. If you don't, you're in for a bad time.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. I think I might have respec myself specifically so I could do it easily.
I'm probably gonna cheese him with lightning arrows.
Sorry, did you just poop at the start of the... Oh, better
like
1 now than
spell.
3 at the last half an hour, I suppose. Back in a second.
Do it. Oh, I found the guy. With guy, I mean Volby.
There. Poop gone. More poop tonight, please.
Ah, keep pressing the wrong buttons.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And I keep pressing the wrong buttons.
Oh, I changed style last time, didn't I?
Yes.
Gonna have to remember that.
I think you're adept now.
Bushido.
Yes.
Okay.
So, less hunter arts for you, normal barrels. You'll have to use potions at some point.
I know. It's about time, I suppose. G rank.
Yeah. So anyways, enough about Monster Hunter. What was this about? An idea for what you're streaming?
Well, on Monday, I don't stream on Monday, but on Monday I should be getting given 2 keys for, for Generation Zero. So you can have one and we can try that on Tuesday.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And the other one from the same company I was talking to is a co-op survival game. I've forgotten offhand what it's called. And the
Can
keys
you
for
tell me
that...
what it's about?
Co-op survival. I don't remember the setting. But I'm not getting the keys for that immediately. The keys for that are... It's either at the end of the month or sometime in April the keys for that are coming out.
Ah, then it might have to compete with Iron Rain.
Oh yeah. Iron Heavy Rain EDF.
Yes.
And he's good.
Those combination of words.
I might be blind, but I don't see myself as being equipped with any hunter arts.
Did you not equip it? Equip any?
I don't think I did.
I distinctly remember you saying you're gonna equip the new one.
Yeah.
Because it's new. Didn't you do that?
Did I accidentally turn off that HUD element? Is there a quick button for that I've probably pressed? I have one. Oh, wait. Oh, it's hidden by my plate. I didn't.
Oh.
I've got a plate in front of the TV.
Alright.
It's literally exactly the right height to obscure the bar. Okay, I see it now. I'm like just over, or like a third full.
Alright, that's good then.
I have an excuse, chat. There's a plate in the way and I was too lazy to take it down to the kitchen before stream. I didn't say it was a good excuse, just that I had an excuse. I should be able to see it glowing red when it's ready. When the Volvodon changes area, I'll quickly try and check maybe and find the name of that other game.
Alright. Maybe I've heard of it.
Can you think of any survival co-op games that are coming out? It's 3D, don't remember if it's first person or third person, but it's not like, it's not pixel, it's not Don't Starve, that kind of thing.
I'm racking my brain, but I can't think of any.
Doggo Camper Proof, I can put that on in between hunts.
It's gonna fall over in a second. There it goes.
Exactly in time with me missing that slash.
Nice. It's usually how it goes.
Bar's filled. What button did I press to activate it? There we go. I'll show you the damn plate. All it's got on it is some leftover chicken gravy.
The hell is chicken gravy? Gravy made from chicken, obviously.
The gravy you have with roast chicken.
Ah, I see.
Usually I don't eat so close to stream time, but I was distracted attempting to make that chocolate cake I posted a picture of. It broke apart when I tried to get it out of the slow cooker. Not into like tiny chunks, into like 3 big chunks. Not that I used it because of this, but the recipe was like marked as like, this low fat cake tastes exactly like chocolate fudge. Low fat, it had 140 grams of sugar in it for a start.
I mean, yeah, if there's less fat, there has to be more sugar.
The only chocolate source was like pure cocoa powder. That's what the recipe called for, so it tastes very like dark chocolate to me, which I'm not keen on, so I'm not very into it. But I imagine if someone is into dark chocolate, they'd like it better than I do. It had like weird stuff in the recipe, that's why I picked it. It used Greek yogurt instead of like honey or anything like that for sweetening, presumably.
I don't think Greek yogurt is for sweetening.
Then what does it do? Because it had milk in it. It was milk, sugar, Greek yogurt,
texture,
flour.
probably. It's my guess. Also a source of fat.
I don't know if it's sweet. I've never actually tasted it. I just put it in. It's the first time I've ever bought it.
I don't think Greek yogurt is sweet.
You can get it with honey. I remember seeing it with honey. So that version must be sweet, but maybe the standard stuff isn't.
I think Greek yogurt is more about texture than anything else.
I also had a weird idea for a new type of fudge to try. If I mixed in cinnamon powder, do you think yay or nay to that flavouring fudge like cinnamon?
It might work. Possibly.
It's a strong maybe then.
I mean, if you go too hard on it, it's gonna be terrible, but a little bit might be good.
No, my worry would be too low. I wouldn't put too much in, because again, it's just powder. Oh right, yeah, gotta get used to Bushido style, damn. I should be dodging everything.
Yes.
Use those Sekiro skills I keep ignoring. You're still recommending Dr. Pepper. How did I get the essence of Dr. Pepper into fudge?
Would that just be cherry flavoring?
No, you said the exact same thing last week. Dr. Pepper is not just cherry.
Okay. Sure. Right.
Because it has cherry for sure, but it's not just cherry.
That's the only thing I could taste the one time I had it.
Boil it down. The slow cooker doesn't boil, it heats. Now, if there was such a thing as Dr. Pepper flavoured chocolate, and I could get my hands on that, then sure. I mean, I've had Dr. Pepper flavoured jelly beans and gummies, but I don't think there's chocolate.
Doubt it.
Also, those two things weren't particularly strong tasting of Dr. Pepper. You could taste it. I had licorice that was Dr. Pepper flavoured as well. I really liked that, but it's way too expensive because it's imported from America.
People are gonna call me a heretic, but I don't particularly like licorice. I think it's terrible.
I also think that way about black licorice, but every other type I like.
I see.
We used to sell a
think about
bunch
that.
of fancy brand ones, like Panda brand, which is from like, I think Sweden. And they do like raspberry and mint, and like their fanciest flavors didn't use black licorice as a base, so you couldn't taste it at all.
Let's see.
There was a mango licorice with white chocolate inside it. That was really good.
That sounds okay. I might try that, but I don't think I can find anything like that here.
There's an Australian or New Zealand brand called RJ's, and they also do non-black licorice. It's like raspberry and flavors like that. They're really nice.
Yeah, I've never heard of them before.
Fortunately, as far as I'm aware, the only people to stock them in the UK is Holland and Barrett. Outside of like ordering import, which is way too expensive. But yeah, RJ's became my favourite licorice type. They're the ones who do the mango and white chocolate inside as well. And they did raspberry and milk and some other flavour and strawberry. And white, I mean. Maybe it was strawberry and white, now that I've said that. Every time they were on offer, I used to buy up a load of them. You can buy them in bags of small bites, but they also do sticks. Or did, like 5 to 10 years ago when I worked in a shop that sold them. You've had those? It's the second time he sat on you.
Oh, is Cyber kill again?
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh, that was a lucky interrupt. That's good timing, because we should get back with enough time for cards. Alright, I'll find the name of that game. Hang on. Let's see here. It's not the right email conversation. Where is it? There it is. Fade to Silence from THQ
Never
Nordic.
heard of it. Uh-huh, okay.
Survival action RPG. Oh wait, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it has kind of like Dark Soulsy combat, but it's co-op survival. I think people who already have access via, like, I don't know if it was Kickstarter or whatever, mentioned that it's not true co-op. The person who joins is kind of like a follower, like a Dark Souls summon. So there's certain limitation to what they can do. If that's the game I'm thinking of.
I see. Yep. It's in early access. The reviews are mixed, but that doesn't say much.
Oh yeah, as I say, I think people wanted like full proper co-op. Well, I guess that must mean that it's fully releasing at whatever date it was. But yeah, definitely Generation Zero on Tuesday stream. And I'm hoping that turns out good. Silver Crown Large. What are you typing?
I was looking at the Steam page of that game.
He's spying on them is what he's doing. When is that Isaac expansion coming out? There is no date. There's also no specific date for Bumbo either. Might get something around E3, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think Ed particularly cares about that, but he might do something like that. G-rank Basarios. Ugh, so many G-ranks. Oh, that's not so bad. Share the load and the reward. I believe this hunt is propositioning us.
Is it?
Well, in more than one sense of the word, yeah.
Ooh, Nibbles Narf.
Yep. G-rank still as well.
Yes.
So, Chad, do you think I should put the Sekiro episodes up on YouTube? I can't guarantee I'll finish it. But at least I made it further than boss 4.
I mean, you might get a lot of people hating on your playstyle.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that.
Okay then.
There's people who still think like likes and dislikes mean anything on YouTube. It's hilarious. More basically, is it worth having a record of it that someone might want to watch down the line? I don't see any smoke coming from any of these. I don't think he's here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like him. Maybe the other big area?
Is that through this right bit?
Yes.
I suppose instead of doing like 40-minute episodes, I could just do them in like hour-and-a-half chunks.
Yeah.
Because then they don't take up too much space and they're there if anyone cares.
Let's see that stand move. Nope, it didn't.
No, not here either. He'll be in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, there he is.
I wonder if my hit registered.
Yeah, I think he failed that one.
It's just standing there. Gotta check the VOD to see if there was blood. What? Oh, right.
Ah, pressed the wrong button to block.
Because you've been playing Dragon's Dogma? No, Dark Souls 2.
Yes.
What build are you using?
Mostly strength, a little bit of sex.
Jump and shout? What was the Dark Souls 2 version of Jump and Shout?
Don't think there was one.
I think there was just the Maz build, I guess, which is what I used when I was going back through Scholar last year.
I guess, yeah. That was just using the claymore.
I can't remember what build Cork used in Dark Souls 2. You don't remember?
Not me.
Millwood Axe. I don't remember the Millwood Axe.
That was Dark Souls 3, wasn't it?
Oh, well, if that was the Jump and Shout, that was 3, yeah, but we're asking about 2. I think we went back and played 2 with him as well, didn't we?
I'm not sure. I would have to go back and check the videos. Honestly, I don't remember.
Maybe he doesn't like Dark Souls 2, I don't know.
Ah, swim away.
Under again. This Nimble Snarf is being annoying. These sonic bombs.
Nope, hopefully we'll knock him out the sand. Or not.
Oh, he was dead, didn't he?
Yep.
Straight under again.
Where is he? There.
Gonna need a citation on that, Dozy. Oh, none of us are fishing up. He's gonna spin.
Yep. Knocked over. I mean, I think the creator said that after he was done with DMC5 that he might do Dragon's Dogma 2.
DMC5 did very well though. So Capcom have his leash and they'll be like, DMC6. Yeah, Zeppo heard that the Half-Life 3 is being developed.
And I think they're working on the Dragon's Dogma anime.
Yes.
Is there something like that?
There is an anime coming 100% for sure, yes. On Netflix.
Yes.
Maybe they're hoping that would up the game sales on Switch and such, and that would inspire Capcom to be like, yeah, maybe we should do Dragon's Dogma 2.
This point,
Oh, we have company.
yeah, I can see it.
That's so much worse than if it was just Devil Joe. Sometimes people are coy about things just because they don't want to disappoint people, even if they have no intention of doing the thing. Like when people ask me to play Undertale. I was focusing on the Sephiroth. They're about to attack it.
Nibble Snarf is camping the zone line.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, when asked about Bloodborne 2, which I much would have preferred to see over Sekiro.
Got him.
It is a better Samurai Dark Souls game than Neo was. Some of the same problems though, like the bosses all being uninteresting people with swords.
I mean, if you're not doing like full-on fantasy, it's kind of hard to like do something weirder than do with swords.
Yep. But that's the weird thing though, there's very clearly like mutants and zombies and magic. They respawn when you rest at a shrine. Yes, alright, coughed. Hello. I also forgot to put on double cam between hunts. Remind me after this one.
I'll try.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Yeah, isn't Neo 2 coming out
It is a thing, yep.
in the future sometime?
I imagine we'll see something about that from E3.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
And that other samurai game, because this is the year of samurais.
Goes to Tsushima.
I forgot what the fast forward cutscene button was. Alright, doggle cam. Let's see. Where is the camera wire? There it is. So I can prove that my plate is blocking my line of sight.
Got some dazzling fluid.
Nice. Here we are. It's pointing right at Sora. There. That is most of her body, but not her head. And there is the fabled plate, which is blocking my view. Hello, yes, I see you. Bring me a toy, I'll throw it for you. She brought bone. Oh, I got up whatever gem it is you get from this. Large Wyvern gem.
Oh, that's nice. I think.
That's just a G rank Wyvern gem, isn't it?
Yeah.
To briefly talk about Monster Hunter again.
But I think you need those at some point. For something.
Maybe the basic upgrade weapons. Alright. Cyber, did you say you did have your Urgent? Or, like, are you very close to your Urgent? Because we can help you if you have it. No. Okay. As long as you keep on taking the hunts that we're doing, that shouldn't be a problem then. Do we want to do the G rank Fated 4?
Yeah. What do we have left in like G1 star?
Kill 20 congas. Oh, there's an Azeroth villager request. I guess we'll just knock that out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I just want them to add a bunch of ice monsters to Frostborn.
Yep. Give me a barrier.
I can follow a line of logic that is leading me to believe that Black Ops 4 is basically dead thanks to Apex Legends, despite whatever update they've brought out recently. Called Grand Heist. My assumption for that is I've had a pretty nice payout bounty for streaming Grand Heist Black Ops 4 for an hour.
Okay.
Sitting there for a long ass time.
Still no
And
one's
if it's
doing
still there, then it's not being collected by very many people.
So no one's watching it and no one's playing
Yes, because the choice ones, they go real quick. Like, I was super lucky to grab the Sekiro one. Not super lucky enough to have done it before buying it for myself. Could have had a free key. Wonder if I'm allowed to give away that key, because I just have it sitting.
Possible.
Or maybe if they already see you have the game, they resend it. I'm not sure if they can do that once given. I might contact support and ask, actually. Because I might as well give it away to someone. It's not doing anything for me.
Might be good to know.
Yeah, I'll contact support and ask. Remind me. Trying to think of any other ones I have sitting.
Discard.
What else did I play recently that I already had? Oh, I got a key to unlock Octane in Apex Legends that I obviously don't need because I bought them with in-game credits. So yeah, I'll contact support, and if they give me the go-ahead, I'll well, I don't know, just give it to someone who wants either, I guess. I can't be asked with contests and the like.
No hashtag giveaway.
Ew. Giveaways don't promote growth. The reason Capcom has forgone Monster Hunter 4 and Generations for World. They haven't. This came out after World on Switch in non-Japanese places.
No, the monsters in.
Oh, the monsters
game,
in them? They had to make all the monster meshes from the ground up again for World, so time was a factor, presumably, and
Probably.
effort required.
They'll have to rebuild the library of monster meshes
Yeah.
from scratch.
They didn't know World was going to be as big a hit as it was with, like, non-fans.
You might want to carve the wood here, the Yukumo hardwood.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any of the G-Rank stuff yet.
I only remembered because Cyber was doing it.
Then thank you. Don't hit me, I'm carving my wood. You're gonna hit me, don't do it. You did it, but I'd already finished.
Ah! still get stunned. I forgot about that. I'm so used to stun protection in World.
Never leave home without it. After Cold Tariff, anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Arch-Tempered Cove Tariff is now on PC, I think. Or this week at least.
Where is the Witcher stuff? We're almost out of March.
Soon TM.
They're picking the worst possible time. I know the high-res pack is coming... I forgot what day it was now, but I did see the date.
4th? April 4th?
That sounds right.
At least that's the date that popped into my head.
Maybe you just really like that date, I don't know. Stop. How the hell did that launch you? Oh wait, no, you launch yourself. No wait, no you didn't, that was me. I point the camera at the bed because you're in the bed, and then you immediately move.
Yep, that's how dogs work.
Ooh, pardon me. Yes, I sneezed, it's okay. No, you don't need to climb on my knee, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It was just a sneeze, it was.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, Foxy. Like, we get the same, like, skeleton of monsters.
Yep.
We get the whole family. I look forward to it.
That's why...
I want to hear a new remix of the Tigrex team.
Yeah, that's why we know we have Nargacuga, so there's a very high probability of Tigrex just because they share the same body.
Wee.
Nargacuga is 100% confirmed. The eyes and the roar were Nargacuga. There's...
And the rattle, don't forget the rattle.
And the rattle. I guess you could argue it's like a snow version of him, but it's just him.
There is a snow version of Nargacuga, isn't there? The silver thing.
Varieth? The saber-tooth tiger?
Also.
That's the same body type.
A subspecies of Nargacuga that's ice-based.
There was the Lucent one. I don't remember it being ice element. Just the one that was cloaked for most of the fight. Like a ninja. Yes, I see you staring at me. Hello, sorry. Gonna sit nice? You don't want to sit nice in case I lean forwards to throw a toy. Sit. No, she's... the more I talk to her, the more she's ever so slightly leaning to the side.
Yeah, that was fought on a tower.
If I raise my hand, look,
right.
she's even... Oh.
What I want from Iceborne is like a good few new monsters and like stab species for all the others.
Yeah, gold, silver, rattles, that's super easy to do. I don't know, some subspecies that are harder, the existing new monsters.
Jade Barrett.
I could do Jade Barrett.
Back.
Some kind of ice... I don't know, ice... Jagras? Or no, Dodo Gamma. He chucks ice at you instead of molten rock. Maybe he picks up normal dust and freezes it or something.
That might work. Orochi Kirin is almost certainly because it was in the leak.
Yeah. And he's ice
Probably
element, so it
delayed.
fits. Yeah, they'll have delayed it to fit the theme.
The problem is ice area plus Kirin usually equals Rajang. So that might be coming as well.
I would very much enjoy seeing Rajang done in World's Engine. Just death beams all over the place. Oh, Sora playing with
like
a toy? I couldn't tell.
Ripping real chunks out of the map, throwing them.
That would be neat.
A basil freeze.
Crossbow and nope. Zamchos would be really nice in the World Engine too, yeah.
Yep. They already have one monster that inflates, why not two?
Now then, let's see what else is in tier 1 that we haven't done. No villager requests. There's quite a few in 2, but a lot of them are monsters that... Is there any big monsters left in tier 1G? Don't think so.
Let me just quickly pull up what the urchins are for Cyber. Good, Gypsaros, Cephadrome, Eodrome, Royal Ludroth, and Bareth. Bareth is the urgent.
I'd like to fight the big snakes. Najarala, Dalmadur. Depending on how big you're talking.
Yeah, Dalmadur is never coming back. Neither is Oscar.
No. We're playing with G rank Dino Bulbo.
Oh boy.
Because I have Bushido style, so therefore I shouldn't be a threat, as long as I remember my timings. Remember it's G rank, so he spins twice. Unless that was the hyper subspecies whatever version.
The Hellblade?
That one, yeah. Let's see if there's been any other dramatic gaming news this weekend. I haven't really been checking. Persona 5 The Royal was announced, whatever that is. Female protagonist.
Game, baby.
Oh, there was the Shadowbringers stuff. I saw Dancer got revealed and a race of furries again.
Yeah. That the Hrothgar. And no one's gonna call them that because in the parallel world we're going to, they're called the Ronso. So I'm guessing everyone is gonna call them the Ronso instead.
That's a much better name.
Yes, it is. And it has brand recognition.
Because that's from Last Remnant,
10.
right? Oh, 10. I thought they were in Last Remnant.
They might have been.
I found it also. It's a very big one.
Boy.
I almost pressed the lock-on button for Sekiro.
So yeah. Shadowbringer stuff, I'm kind of mixed about it.
Is Dancer the last job they're adding, or is there potential for another one?
I think they said they were only adding 2, so they're adding a tank in the range DPS.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Is Dancer gender locked? It wasn't in 11.
No, it's not gender locked. They show the male AF. So yeah.
Was it the same as the 11 one, which was a little bit hurry?
It's still revealing, but less so. I think the male one was just a pair of long pants and no shirt.
That's less hurry. He had short pants in 11.
And the female one was just a very short skirt and a bra.
Sounds about right,
Dancer
yeah.
for you.
I saw Dodger complaining that there can't be female furry race.
Yep, and no male bunnies.
Oh.
So they're going back to the Galka Mithra phase of development. Very old school of
yeah.
them. And I agree with Court, that's kind of dumb.
I believe her exact tweet was, so we have to put up with Barra lions and step on me bunnies.
Yes. That's exactly what we're gonna put up with.
In case you ever wonder where I get all my references from about weeb stuff and things you don't search on the internet for. I get them from Dodger's Twitter.
The new cities look good.
Did they confirm
the
that you
cities.
need to have like full story progress to access any of this stuff?
Yeah, it's almost certainly.
Wait, how does that work for a single gendered race? Yeah, it's a throwback to Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, the males are so rare you rarely see them and all that kind of guff.
Yeah.
Basically made up.
Although the Final Fantasy 11 expansion that was set in the past, there's one male Mithra, and every time a female sees him, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, they should just give us more customization finally, but they won't.
Nah, if it's ingrained into the story they've got, they won't change it. You played 11, right?
Yes.
You played
a
the
long
second
time.
expansion, the one where you, the Rat Town, whatever they were called.
I only played Rise of Zillard.
Oh, okay, that was like that. It launched in English with that as base.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure during our
But
history
the-
of talking about crap in Monster Hunter, I mentioned my favourite Final Fantasy 11 quest, which was from the Treasure of Urgan or whatever it was called expansion.
Yep, that was it.
Embarrassed, I can't remember that.
Only because you spent such a long time on it.
I did. And one of the Machinima videos I made with friends was making fun of it quite a bit. Chat, have I told the story before? I'm
don't
almost
remember
certain
it.
I have, because I feel like I remember bringing it up before. Maybe not necessarily in Monster Hunter. Well, the TLDR of it, you can Google it to read like the information about it. It's a fun quest. It's called 3 Guys in a Closet.
That sounds fun.
And the lady who gives you the quest thinks her friends are like conspiring against the city or something like that. And there's a lot of... It's not like innuendo, but she thinks they're doing something and what they're actually doing is like each other.
Nice.
But they never specifically say, but it's
Yeah.
incredibly heavily
They hint
implied.
at it.
And she keeps on misunderstanding what they're saying.
Nice.
Set me on fire. Oh, I didn't restore my potions. That's right, I'm using potions now.
That might be a problem.
They were doing what exactly? They were meeting each other for reasons. They just Google the hunt. Google the hunt. Google the quest. Final Fantasy 11, 3 Guys in a Closet. It was either in or and. I think it might have been and to kind of thinly veil it more.
What is he doing?
He's changing areas when we didn't paintball
Didn't
him.
mark him.
Presumably he just went out to the other big area because some of the monsters that don't belong on this map do that.
You check over there, I'm gonna check up north.
Okie dokie. I'll Google it, I'll see. I want to see if it has the full
Easier.
information. Oh, okay. Ping so Cyber knows instantly then. FFX on.
Gonna do you one better, I'm gonna mark him.
Please do. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said Final Fantasy XI, maybe it has to be Final Fantasy 11. Apparently there's a movie at some point called Two Men in a Wardrobe,
Nice.
according to IMDb. Urgan Whitegate, yep, that's where it was. Oh, actually, there's a thing called Final Fantasy 11, Things You Never Knew About Vanadel. Or DL. Yeah, this website steals
That
all my
sounds
data.
Sounds like clickbait.
Yeah, but one of them is definitely this quest, so I'll get to it eventually. But let's go down the list because it's nostalgia for me. Always block
Okay, go
quests
for it.
from this. Oh, number 15 on the list is Bear Men Can't Make Babies. I believe they wrongly think the Galka are bears. Galka are one of 5 playable races to choose from. There's only males. Due to a mistranslation in the manual, many English-speaking fans believe the Galka were asexual, but the developers have stated otherwise. don't remember anything in the instruction manual talking about the lore at all, really. That was the early day of
Might have done.
MMOs.
I think it was like I think it's a novel if I remember.
Yeah, it
correctly.
was, but a crap ton of it was just like, here's what an MMO is and how it works. But yeah, okay. Callous cat girl culture is number 14.
Okay.
On the other side of the fence, players can only play as female Mithra. Due to the paltry number of male Mithra left, they are seen as a commodity and kept frail and sheltered to sire and raise children.
Yes.
That is true. The Mithra are like
That
a
is
warrior
true.
race. Yeah, I remember that much. Fan theories suggest... fan theories.
This is clickbait.
Number 13.
20 points clickbait.
The Obsidian Bolt, a racist turned hero. In a minor quest called A Timely Visit, you can learn a legendary hero. I can't pronounce that, it's an elven name. Like, whatever, he hates humans, but then he learned to love them, whatever.
Yeah. Basically the entire story of Sandoria then.
Number 12. Taru Taru are bloodthirsty.
No shit, Sherlock. What tipped you off?
Because they're little and have to make up for it by being ravage animals. Historically,
Yeah.
Taru Taru are quite vicious and early on monopolized the use of magic.
In 14, they're cannibals.
But they are onions. Good job that wasn't on me, I did that a little bit earlier.
Tail to the face.
I will read more, it's just I'm helping with the fight. Hey, there you go. Cyber got his neck.
Nice.
Number 11, Shantoto is famous outside of Final Fantasy 11. Again, no shit.
Yeah, she was in 14 as well. And that level 60 to 70 Black Mage quest line, she takes over one of the characters.
And she's in the Dissidia games.
Yeah. Didn't like her much in the Dissidia game.
Number 10,
Didn't play very
Iroha
well.
fails at time travel. Don't remember that NPC, so don't care.
Reddish armor,
Yes, that-
headband,
yes, that's her.
samurai.
Yes. Number 9, how old is Prish? That's the one who from the next expansion after her again.
Yeah, my only exposure to her was
She's in Dissidia as well.
Dissidia, Duodates him.
She is a level 99 monk and white mage. She could do 100 fists and benediction.
That's cheating.
It is, yes. Dual classing, but maxing both classes. Care how old she is. I believe in the story she is might be older when she appears. Calculating Prish's age is difficult, but we can estimate she was 16 when her time was frozen, and she had to have been stuck this way for at least a handful of years.
This is a complete non-entry. Great.
Oh, it does
So,
go on, but I don't want to read it anymore.
Please do go on. I want to hear more of this nonsense.
So she met her friend who was 10 at the time. This means that over a decade older than this friend, so it was during the Crystal Wars, was about 30 years ago. That puts her friend in her early 40s and puts Prish in her mid 50s. But her time is frozen, so she's still whatever.
Yeah. Eternal jailbait.
Yes. I honestly thought I was out of range of that. Number 8, Abundant Alternative Realities. Don't care about that one. 7, I mean, Circumstances and Aftermath of Tavnazia, which is the expansion area.
Yep.
The one after Organ again. Oh, there we go, yeah, 6. 3 men almost come off the closet. That's not the expression. Alright, hang on, let's kill this thing first. Oh, he's limping as well. Got his tail off too.
Cut.
That's good. Angry making. Anger inducing, there we go, that's the clever way to say it.
I think he's still leaving. Yep.
Alright. There's a minor but hilarious quest available in Urgan Whitegate called 3 Men and a Closet, where 3 arguing soldiers in the Serpent King Square begin to act strangely. A Mithra accidentally spills a love potion on one of them, one of the 3 volunteer soldiers. Immediately he falls in love with the first person he sees, which is his fellow soldier. I guess she meant it for him. It's kind of coming back to me now. Basraf asks, well, one soldier who got it poured on him asks the other one to train together alone. This leaves the third soldier to get irritated and train with the player instead. One of them then begins to worry about their third and seeks him out, only to get jealous at the sight of him together with the player character. This culminates in the 3 about to confess their love for one another. However, mid-sentence, the potion wears off. The first soldier forgets what he was saying, while the other 2 just drop the subject. Although if I remember correctly, the quest specifically ends with the Mithra pointing out if it was just a love potion doing everything, why were they always standing so close together? Or something along those lines. Also, Sora pooped again, so I'm going to rezone and clean that up. Yay, you, poop monster.
I think Cyber Canadian is capping it.
Nope, that's perfect then, back in a sec.
Yep, there we go. Nice.
Oops. Right. Let's see what else was in the list. Number 5, the Magus sisters return. I guess just 3 Mithra named after the Magus sisters.
Wow. that warrants an entry.
Number 4, tell them what you want and it might just happen. I guess the devs listened and added stuff they asked for.
I guess.
Scrapped ideas you didn't know about. The Crystal War was caused by a game. Number 2. Number 1, the disturbing process of becoming a blue mage. Monster parts were grafted onto test subjects, causing horrific deaths. You know, the usual.
Yep, the usual.
Especially when blue mages are concerned. Blunt from Deadeye. What was the process? Wait, to become a blue mage, you mean? Well, you become a soulless vessel, but as we just said, prior to that you got monster parts grafted onto you.
Nice.
And if you ever lost your humanity, you became a soul flare. When was this posted? Meep, meep, meep. This was posted
Fully years ago.
July 4th, 2017. That
Wow.
is surprisingly recent.
Yep.
Quiet poop monster.
I mean, I guess there aren't that many MMOs coming out anymore, so I'll have to write about something.
But you want to see the list? Oh, I just closed it. Oh wait, or is he asking for like urgent list? I can link what I was reading. There's the list I was reading. It is an American site, and it does warn me, because I'm from the EU, that it tries to steal all your information if you agree to look at the website, so just be warned.
I've posted the key quest list.
Oh. So is that for him to get his urgent unlocked, or?
Yeah.
How many
We
does
can-
he need? If he only needs like 1 or 2, we can quickly get those done. If not, I'll just post another one of the Fade 4.
Honestly, we should possibly maybe farm some gamups.
Why
For
specifically
the
him?
Rauschenlung armor.
Oh, does that
The
need that?
Rauschenlung armor needs like a couple of bits.
Oh yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Well, we can do Gamletol if Cyber
As well
doesn't.
as gore bits, I think. I don't
There is.
remember.
There
Been a while.
is. Oh, I need to restore my potions and cold drinks.
You'll need those against Gamma.
Is that sarcasm?
Yes.
Wait, he posted a hunt. Pecking order?
That's probably the cuckoo.
Okay, well, we'll get it. Is that the only one you need? Because if you need a bunch, I don't want to sit and do a bunch. Only need that. Okay. I will cancel mine and we can do his real quick.
Alright.
Well, you can't say that. Say what? Butts?
Nice.
Oh, pecking order. I see.
Peck.
Oh, you said the worst version.
Yeah.
What else shall we talk about, chat? I notice you've gone deathly silent. Apart from Zeppel.
I mean, it's Monster Hunter, that's normal.
Yeah, there's a few people here though.
I found the bird. Oh, there's a new vampire game coming.
I never played the original, but I understand that it's very well liked.
Yes. It had its problems, but the fan patch has fixed them.
Hmm. Is it the original devs handling the new one?
I think so, yes.
It's just like it's Dragon Age except you're vampires, right? More or less.
It's a bit different than that.
Neverwinter except you're vampires.
It had first-person shooting.
Did it? That was not the impression I had of the game. I thought it was all like third person, maybe even turn based.
Melee combat was third person, and shooting was first person.
So vampires with guns.
Vampires aren't immortal. A shotgun blast to the face can still kill most vampires.
So what's the point of being a vampire? Oh, he's doing his G-rank attack. He threw Concho ass.
Probably don't die of old age. And if you're powerful enough, you can withstand a few, like, shotgun blasts.
But didn't it have like Dragon Age or Knights of the Old Republic-esque kind of quests?
I guess, yeah. You could say that. It was a heavily story-based game. And one particular long combat section was the weakest part of the game, where you're just walking through a sewer tunnel full of monsters. And if you like spec all into like speech and like other things, you were totally screwed.
So what did the fan patch do to fix that then?
I think they added like routes to sneak around in.
That's pretty comprehensive if they actually changed the map.
I mean, they've had a long time to fix it.
Well, yeah. When did it come out? Was that the 90s?
It's been like 10 years. When did the first one come out? The first Bloodlands, I mean, there was a game before that.
Sorry, hey, over there.
In 2004.
I didn't come the right way. Go up and round. I think that's the way you're supposed to
Oh
go.
yeah, it's a cave,
Oh wait, it's a cave? In that case I could have gone from there.
I think.
Well, whatever, I'll go this way now.
Like left and or right
kind of
and
noise
then
was
jump
that?
down, or left and go round.
No, I don't have any interest in vampires. It doesn't appeal to me. That's why I didn't play Vampire, or whatever that new one that did okay was called. Did you play that one? That might be up your alley if you like those old ones.
I didn't play Vampire. It didn't appeal to me for some reason.
Probably get it cheap in the next sale.
Probably.
You're not gonna though, because it's not Dragonstone.
Right. I kinda like how, like, Bloodlines handled the whole vampire thing. It also helped that they had the character that was basically Bender, voiced by Bender, for the vampire.
Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Wait, John DiMaggio?
John, I think.
Yeah, I think it is John. I got someone play it and it seemed eh. I did watch a dev video of Vampire, and the combat did look a little bit stiff.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully the new vampire game will be good. I like the White Wolf vampire setting they've got going. Especially now that they've fixed it.
White Wolf is Geralt.
No, White Wolf is the... This vampire is like based on a tabletop game like D&D. It's a game system. White Wolf is the people who publish that and license it.
Oh.
Make games with.
So when is this new one out? Is it this year or next year?
Q1 2020, I think.
Yeah, that's a long time to
correctly. Yeah, it's basically a year.
I guess they want to build hype early then. There was an MMO in that setting? Oh, in development. That I've never heard of.
Me neither.
Are you sure you didn't dream it?
We have World of Darkness, that's them.
Chet, do you want to see my comprehensive shopping list that I've made so far for Monday? I've started writing shopping lists since baking things. Although it's not done yet. I need to look at the recipe I found for coleslaw.
Ah, I went to the wrong area. Which one is that?
Back where it was, I think.
Ah, this one. Okay, found it.
Oh, not where I am. It did get cancelled.
Probably for the better. If it was in development recently, that was before the setting changed back to being good.
It looked like the Great Mako did the death blow there.
Nice.
He's not going to let us get away with this. So close to getting third.
Distract him.
Got it.
Leave him alone.
Ridiculous.
I'm not so sure that the game made by the Eve Online people would be good.
Yeah, I agree. EVE Online is not good.
I mean, it's certainly something, but I wouldn't say it's good.
Yeah. I played it a little bit. But I would also not ever describe it as good.
Speaking of games based on tabletop system, when's Cyberpunk coming out?
That is not a specific date yet, but probably end of the year. I think they did a
to
date.
launch 2019
Yeah. Might get a date at E3.
at E3. Yep, maybe.
And my guess would be tail end of the year, probably just before the Christmas season.
Probably, if they can push it out that fast. Fast in quotation marks.
Hang on, so he's up to his urgent. What was his urgent? What was the G1 urgent again?
Barrett.
Ah. Come out when it's ready to come out. They do usually do that stance, yes.
And that's one game we know won't be on the Epic Store.
Thank goodness for that.
Or not exclusive to the Epic Store.
Hey, what games recently are going to be an exclusive on there for a year again?
The new Remedy game that's coming out.
Aye, Control, don't care about that. If it's not Alan Wake, talk to me when it's Alan Wake. But there's another one.
And another big one. What was it? I've already forgotten.
Oh,
it
Outer
because-
Worlds, New Vegas 2.
Yeah, that one.
That one stings.
That's a shame.
It sucks
That's
that I'm
a
going to have to
shame.
wait till next year to play it. That's assuming it turns out to be good, I guess. At least it gives plenty of time to know whether or not it's good or bad.
Yep.
That'll give time for modders to fix it as it is an Obsidian game.
Also correct. But it's not enough to entice me to give my payment information to Epic again. After
Or
the last
the-
time my account got hacked.
Or the Chinese company that owns 40% of their launch area.
Yep, 10 cents. No, thank you.
Yes, spyware. Yes. Well, though all the launchers are spyware. Steam is spyware. It collects data. It's just most of it is mundane.
But my problem is mostly the account security.
Yes,
which
the
is
account security is
really
also
bad.
pathetic. Yes, embarrassingly pathetic. I would not be surprised if someone's off using my Fortnite account right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, Tencent owns a lot of crap.
They also produce a lot of it. Yours got hacked on Monday. Password changed without two-factor passcode needed. Nice. Well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever received an email saying like a failed attempt or anything like that, so maybe mine hasn't been hacked. Not that I ever intend to use it.
Yep, it would usually like show up in the email, at least. That's how I found about my account being hacked. Which locked me out of ever playing Fortnite on the Switch, because someone activated a PlayStation 4 account with it. Not that I was ever planning to play it on the Switch, but still. No, the Barrett is bullying us. He's a tough lad.
Yeah. This isn't the same as the world one.
Despite our best efforts, we're still in high rank armor, not
Oops.
G rank.
I've been upgrading this though. I would say, well, it's better than the G rank armors we had access to prior to the Fated 4. Now if we farm one of them, their armor is very good. The Novalda one is flat out the best, but I'm sick of wearing it.
I'm gonna have to wait and see if I can find another crit draw and focus set for my greatsword. Because that's how I play greatsword in Generations.
Damn, knocks him over.
And he's going for the mud. He also left a shiny.
Mud puppy.
Yeah, also the features on the Epic Store are a bit lacking, I feel. They could have learned from what Steam has been doing and done it better, but they didn't.
Or Uplay or Origin.
Yes, or those. Or Bethesda. It's also a recent storefront.
To be fair, I think Outer Worlds isn't an Epic Store exclusive. I believe it's also being on the Windows Store, and the Windows Store is
Yes.
not intrusive just because it's already on your operating system whether you like it or not.
Yep. Yeah, but still, I don't know how moddable that version is gonna be if it's on the Windows Store. That's a concern. I'll definitely hold off until I know for sure. Same problem with the console, not very moddable.
Yep. I've been keeping an eye on Sekiro mods that have been coming out to find one that makes the failings of it better, but someone's already like fully modded in the Moonlight Greatsword from Dark Souls 3 instead of a katana.
It's just a model swap though, that's not
Yeah.
too extreme, I guess. Especially if it's the same engine.
It is the same engine, yeah.
Now watch there be a real Moonlight Greatsword somewhere.
There is not. You never change from the katana as far as I'm aware, other than your hand stuff.
Cut off the tail. I'm gonna carve it straight away so I don't forget. Yeah. Wait for it with my blood.
Fear the old blood. How bad is hitboxes?
Oh yeah, I installed that New Vegas mod, the big one that came out recently, and played like the intro mod. Seemed good.
I only remember the big one out for Fallout 4. That was California, right?
No, that's New Vegas. That's New California.
Oh, okay.
They didn't even go for 4. They went for New Vegas. I wonder why.
There was a big one for 4 though. Added,
Was there?
Yeah, added other stuff. I don't remember what it was called because I thought it was California. But I'm pretty sure there was a big one for 4 too. Let me check what other mods are on the Sekiro one. A bunch of them for like unlocking the native PS4 button prompts that were turned off in the PC version for no reason. Literally just changing a setting so they're back on.
Even World was more difficult than that. You had to actually import the buttons.
Yeah. No, there's no new one yet. There's a mod engine for people to start working on it.
Problem is, to attract a lot of modders, people have to like the game first.
I think people are liking Sekiro.
I guess, yeah. If you can see past the flaws.
Dark Souls fans don't see flaws.
True. No way, they do see flaws, they keep hating on too.
As I say, they don't see flaws.
I see.
I think it's sitting on like 80-something% on Steam.
Last I checked, it was mostly positive.
That's up to very positive then, yeah, 83. I think maybe there was an initial burst of some negative ones just because it didn't have the built-in mapping for PS4 controllers on by default. Rather than people necessarily playing it and being able to see what a shallow experience it is that's badly designed. What is the point of the resurrection? Why bother?
Story? Oh, you forgot to carve the tail, Simon says.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine. It's purely there so that they can say it's not Dark Souls, we did a different thing. Except if you die again, then it's Dark Souls. It feels like Bloodborne was, like, to use an analogy of a band, Bloodborne was them being like, we've got this new material, we're keeping the core stuff, but we've got this new material that we think you're going to like. Some people didn't. I did. I think it's amazing. But then with Sekiro, it's like, we're sick of doing our old hits, we're sick of doing remixes, we want like just a little bit of spatterings of what people remember, but we want to try this new stuff. And as a result, it's not giving anybody exactly what they want, because it's trying to please the Dark Souls fans, it's trying to please Miyazaki's desire to do something different.
Should have gone full different with it, I feel.
Yes, they should have. Got rid of anything remotely like Dark Souls and had just a really good reimagining of how the Tenchu game was played.
Or go the opposite way and go full like Revengeance on it.
Yeah, do that. That'd be interesting too.
Bloody mud, I can't attack because I'm constantly...
Four tailstorms. It is trying to be Tenchu a little bit, yes, whether or not you realise it. Maybe Miyazaki is a fan of the Tenchu games.
Yeah, but Tenchu was better, I feel, because it was more focused on the stealth aspect.
Absolutely, yes.
In Tenchu, if you're in combat, you're doing it wrong.
Yep. But you could do it. Yeah, it would have made a really, really good stealth game.
Yep.
And so yeah, strip out the Dark Souls stuff entirely, but don't make it exactly Tenchu. Make it like Metal Gear Rising. So if you want to go full combat, even like Metal Gear Rising used a deflection system. One of my complaints of that game was there wasn't an actual defense, so Sekiro does that better, because you can do both. Tenchu did have bosses, yeah. You mostly had to use your ninja tools and stuff you collected on the level to have a chance of fighting them because you weren't built for straight up combat.
Just throw bombs at them.
Bombs or caltrops. Knives, yeah. Still remember the very first boss in the very first Tenchu. Terrible English, doing a very racist accent saying, "Nice night."
Yep.
The most recent and final, I guess, Tenchu game was Tenchu Z, and it had a level where Rikimaru got teleported to the present day at the end. Like, not connected to the game's story, it was just a bonus level.
I played Tenchu Z, but I don't remember that.
Well, that was a thing, I remember doing it. I think it was a secret, I don't remember how you unlocked it. Maybe like maxing out your rank on every level or something, because I played Tenchu Z a lot.
I think I did most of them at max rank, but not all of them.
Google can hopefully confirm or deny.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
So we'll do Gamuto now.
Gamuto.
You biting my slippers. I'm going to have a little gander and see if I can find like Tenchu Z Rikimaru future level? I don't know. Oh yeah, there it is. Although no, hang on. It's just him playing as him. Present day level? I'm not sure what to search for to find it. I remember it. You start in like a back alley, and then you're killing cops for some reason. It may not have been Tenchu Z. It's just I specifically remember that level.
Hey, secret area.
Maybe like cop level. Maybe that'll work. Cop level, or city level. Actually, maybe that would find it.
No, that's just gonna bring up an old Japanese city.
City level. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. And with the Gamuto. I'm just looking at some of the screenshots to see if any of them are the level I remember, but...
Are you sure it wasn't... What was it called? It was also a ninja game. It had a reputation for being very hard.
Ninja Gaiden?
What was it called? Yeah. Was it that?
It was definitely Tenchu. It was definitely playing as Rikimaru. What about hidden level? Oh, you're here. Tenchu hidden level. Let's see. Tenchu hidden level, just in case it's not Tenchu Z and I'm misremembering. There. It's a picture of Rikimaru beheading a cop.
Nice.
It was in Wrath of Heaven, not Tenchu Z.
Yeah, didn't play that one.
Wrath of Heaven was the PS3, I think?
Didn't have a PS3, so that would explain it.
Hell, maybe
Yeah,
PS1.
Xbox that generation.
The guy and the girl. The girl was a Yami. And then in the later ones there was the doctor guy who had the really badass finishers where he stuck people with needles and then it did x-rays of their broken, like, pierced bones.
That seems excessive.
Oh, they were awesome.
I'm just gonna pick up some contact lenses here.
Tenchu Z was a 360 game. I don't know if like Xbox,
Yes.
whatever that service is called, has it. I recommend it if they do.
If you can get into the mindset of being as sneaky as possible and learning the level and the patrol routes of the guards.
Tenchu Z had like remixes of the level with different card placements as well. I'm gonna go rest to heal up.
I think the very first Tenchu on PS1 already had that.
Now I really want to play Tenchu.
Yep. But there hasn't been a Tenchu game in years, I think.
No, it's a forgotten series at this point.
Who has got the license to that? Is it Konami?
Activision is, well, they were the publisher. I think, was it Konami that made those games? Maybe it was in-house. Maybe Activision was just the... I'm not seeing any, like, I've got a picture of the front of the box and the back of the box of Tenchu on the PS1, and the only thing I can see is Activision. And Ubisoft released one on, well, probably the
From
Wii or Wii U.
Software.
Wait, it was From Software?
And Acquire?
I don't know who Acquire are.
Who's Acquire? What have they done? They've done Tenchu and Way of the Samurai and Shinobido.
Shinoibo.
And Akiba's Trip more recently. Mhm.
Acquire, K2 LLC, and From Software.
Oh, that's the people that did Octopath Traveler. Okay.
Oh. Well, hang on, so which one did From Software specifically do?
I can pull up the page and find out.
I really dislike when Bushido doesn't activate when I do the timing correctly. It's alright, maybe there.
I think they might have been involved in all of them.
That would definitely explain why Sekiro feels so much like a Tenchu game then.
They should have just done a Tenchu game then.
Yes, they should have. Although I'm looking at From Software's list of published games and I don't see any of them.
I mean, they're like credited as having developed it.
It's weird that their
Not on the
wiki
list.
page doesn't have it.
The Wikipedia page just mentions it in one line.
That might
They've
mean
been
that they had like a side
involved in
team doing it,
development.
yeah, or maybe just like provided funding or something.
Or that. How old is From Software?
Of legal age.
86, so yeah, of course.
That's pretty legal, yeah.
No, that's the year it was founded, so
Ah.
32 years ago.
Well, From Software has found way too much success with Souls archetypes to ever do a Tenchu game again.
Yep. From Software acquired the rights in 2004.
From Acquire? Did they acquire from Acquire?
Yes.
Nice.
When were those games released?
God, the contracts for that business deal must have been confusing.
I mean, it was all in Japanese, so
Not for them,
So,
because
yep.
they speak Japanese.
I think the first one would have been... When was this released? Please. Yeah, the first one would have been Fatal Shadows, then Time of the Assassins, then Dark Secret, and Zed. That's the ones they've been involved with. Possibly.
They
Not
did.
sure, it's hard to tell at this point.
You genuinely believe that they started out making a Tenchu game? Well, and then Mr. Money Activision burst into the room and said, Tenchu? Is that some kind of Japanese? Make a new Dark Souls.
That sounds about right. That sounds like every CEO I've ever known. Also, I haven't been paying attention to this fight at all. What's been going on?
Bushido failing
What's
to
even
activate.
happening?
So I had to keep on running back to heal because I ain't wasting health on damage I didn't take.
Okay, now I'm annoyed that they didn't make a Tenchu game.
I would like to see a source on any claim of something Miyazaki says. Oh, he's in the cave. I thought he went over to here.
Nah. Got smashed.
No one's gonna buy a Tenchu game. No one knows what that means. Make it like a Souls game. It could actually be
Yes.
it. Oh, that's his. I keep forgetting that his G rank move is he just sits on his ass. Maybe it's not Miyazaki's fault. Although that doesn't excuse the Souls stuff he ported over. He ported over all the worst stuff. That would explain why all the bosses they feel like Tenchu stuff.
But do you have enough tools to handle them?
Like, can you just imagine, like, instead of Wolf or Sekiro or whatever he prefers to call himself, like Rikimaru gets his arm cut off while trying to save the person he serves. Then he,
That sounds about right.
instead of having basic ninja tools, he has the shinobi arm.
Makes a whole lot more sense. Oh well.
Someone could tweak the mods, make it more like an actual Tenchu game. Get rid of all the leveling, just max out your weapons and health and poise, etc. Mounted.
Nice. It's time to sharpen before he roars. Or falls.
He is falling.
All that time. Nice.
And the dogs, yeah. Although at least
Of
they're
course.
easy dogs, unless there might be like a giant dog layer because he has a.
But there was dogs in Tenchu anyway, so
There was, yeah.
they were very annoying in that game as well. think there might have been like a wind direction mechanic involved in that. You could only approach them from a certain side, or they'd smell you and see you coming.
I
or
think
both.
so. That rings a bell. The article was from Variety, then believe nothing.
Okay, that was a weird move I haven't seen before. Oof. Ow.
Unless you mean they conducted the interview and it was an answer to one of their questions. But if they're just saying, oh, we heard that Miyazaki said this in an interview, then no, it's like the air. It's just nebulous.
This might be bad. I'm running out of heals here.
He's probably close to death.
Hopefully.
Something else is here.
Stomp. Ah, dang it.
What else is here? Oh, the combi. Is that a limp? I can't really tell with him.
Don't think so. Get out of here, Lagon.
Brr, brr, brr. Brr, brr, brr.
Right.
Wine. Wine. Sora likes to wine. Oh, I'll just sharpen underneath its crotch, shall I?
Yep.
He used to his butt stomp, he did.
Yes. He sensed you on his crotch and wanted to slam you. Yeah, he's tossing snowballs. That's a new one. Didn't know about that one.
Yeah, he's just kinda doing it over and over, huh?
Let's find out if that was a limp. If
I
will step
don't think
into
it
the damn
was.
trap.
At the very least we get to do some damage if he would step forwards.
Missed it.
Tired at the very least. And he is leaving.
Yep. That's definitely not a limp, I think.
He's leaving a lot though, that means he's close.
I think he's just hungry.
He doesn't eat anything on the map. Can't see, it's too big. Bring back small Genital.
Small Gamato was strong.
It wasn't high rank. G rank though, it was high rank, so it's weaker than this.
What's he doing?
Being stunned
Nice.
and murderized. Also, there is a shiny underneath him. And now we are underneath him. Here.
See the shiny.
At least now I have something I can counter anyone with who questions me comparing so much of Sekiro to Tenchu.
Yeah.
Because I can see the excellent Tenchu game that was buried in Dark Souls shit.
No, I don't want From Software to make another Armored Core game. It would just turn into Armored Souls.
What would be a mech suit's Estus flask? Energy cores.
Yep.
Repair stations would be bonfires. The mechs would have fancy names and different lightsabers.
I mean, lightsabers are already a thing in Armored Core, so yeah.
Yes.
You could easily turn it into a Souls something.
They're not lightsabers, they're sabers of light. Just to be clear. There's only silver. Oh, we unlocked the harder version. Excellent.
Hooray.
What did I need to... I think the sword needs Gamato bits as well to upgrade, maybe. Quickly go check. Oh, hang on, I've got to talk to Sadness.
Yes, drink the fuel canisters. That sounds right.
Zara. Look at the camera a bit more. There. Toggle.
I don't want to alarm you, but it's stop time, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm just quickly looking at my sword. I need shimmering dragon fluid, and I have 2 out of 4 large wyvern gems.
Yep,
Don't even
that
need
was
any
the
more
reason to
low
get
bits.
them.
Let's see, the helmet needs gore bits and low bits. The body, oh yeah, it needs Gamato cortexes, and I got 2 out of 4. And the hands are gore as well. Gravios for the waist. And Rathian tails for the boots. That's quite a mishmash of random things.
Yep.
This is what she's doing, chat. Oh, of course she stopped doing it when I'm going to expose you eating my slipper.
Gravios. Ugh. Don't want to fight Gravios.
Well, we're not doing it this week either way. For those watching after the fact on YouTube, thank you for watching, and ta for now.